The retail industry certainly understands the power of produce. That's why a couple of years ago, the Southeast Produce Council partnered up with FMI to release the results of an annual report, The Power of Produce. This is Rick Stein, he's with FMI, and this partnership with SEPC is working out pretty well, isn't it, Rick?
It sure is. They're such a great group to collaborate with. You know, when David and I chatted, our hope was that bringing really good education with facts to this industry would really help this conference, and today there was standing room only.
What is the Power of Produce summary every year?
So the Power of Produce, we go out and we talk to a bunch of consumers and ask them a series of questions about their behavior in the produce department. From the time they're planning the trip, to the time they're in the store, to the time they take it home. But when you look at the answers that they give us and you compare it to the data, it narrates the most interesting story. And then what we do is, rather than just report the news, we like to give the implication, the so what. You know, because the customer said this and the data says this, we think this is what the industry needs to do. And I think that's what makes it the power of produce for this industry. It really gives them insights on how to behave.
This is Anne-Marie Rohrink, she's with 210 Analytics. You are kind of in charge of coordinating and pulling together all of this information and all this data and crunching through it and seeing what does it say, what's the next few months, what's the next year look like.
So this year, as you saw in the session, we started off with what was the performance, what were some of the areas where we're seeing pressure, where are we seeing real excitement, which are things like growing attributes, value added continues to be very hot.
And when we say value added, we mean that's like a pre-cut vegetable. Instead of buying a whole watermelon, you buy the pieces already cut up and ready for you in a container and carry it home.
Exactly. Anything halved, cut in pieces, bagged salad, baby carrots, anything where there's been some level of preparation to help the consumer out to save time at home. So that continues to be a very exciting area, and that is all driven by millennials.
We see that their actual purchase behavior is based on what they see. We coined it the eyes decide. And so when they come in and they see fresh product, great color breaks, the produce department just looks outstanding when it's merchandised well. They not only buy what's on their list, they do a bunch of impulse buying, they fill their baskets, and so those are important takeaways for our industry to understand how important retail execution is to the success of the produce department.
That's what keeps them coming back to the stores. That is the true power of produce. In Tampa, Florida, I'm Chip Carter from SoutheastProduceWeekly.com, reporting for RFD-TV.